So this is your personal year one. This right here is your rebirth. It is your next chapter. It is like you are a phoenix rising from the ashes. If life feels like it's shifting, it's because it is. Every year activates a new personal year cycle in numerology. It's a divine reset that really shapes your next year. In this 9-part series, we're going to be understanding what your personal year cycle is bringing forward for you and what your personal frequency will be this year. So let's dive into your personal year and really understand what your higher self is guiding you into. Hi guys, my name is Heather Ness. I'm an intuitive and a numerologist, and this channel is all about understanding yourself in the deepest way possible, which allows you to understand the world around you in a very deep way. If you're interested in things like numerology, astrology, human design, intuition, Akashic records, all of these amazing magical things, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. It's going to allow you to be notified next time I upload a video. It's also going to help support me in building a collective of people that really want to understand themselves on the deepest way possible. And if that is you, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. If you're enjoying this video, please hit a thumbs up on the video. And share it with someone that you feel should know what the next year's frequency is for them. Also, before we go any further, I want to let you know that if you really want to understand your personal year on a level that is going to allow you to begin to plan out what your next year has ahead for you, you're going to want to pick up one of my personal year planners. It is a 60-page, month-by-month, in-depth understanding of what this personal year is bringing about. It's going to allow you to be able to really plan and take advantage of the energy and the frequency that you happen to be holding this year in the most aligned way. So down in the description, I have added a link that if you'd like to pick up one of these personal year planners, click that link and definitely pick it up. It's going to help you have the most amazing year you've ever had. Also, I have just opened up one-on-one personal, what I call divine numerology numbers reading, and it is a combination between your personal numerology. We look at your numerology, we look at your personal year numerology, and I get 3 messages from the Akashic records, from your soul, from your higher self. And if it's something you're interested in doing, it is a 45-minute one-on-one Zoom reading that if you choose can be recorded. Make sure you click down below. I have a link right there for you to be able to book it. I do want you to know that I have limited availability, so if it is something you are interested in doing, make sure you click that button right now. I would hate for you to miss out on this. And if for some reason all of my spots are taken, it will default into a wait list, and I will notify you by email the moment my calendar opens up. So you'll have the first opportunity to be able to book in. I can't wait to go into this numerology, personal years. I will tell you, when I realized my personal year and what it was almost 3 years ago, it was absolutely crazy how accurate it is on understanding the frequency and energy that you're going to be having that year that you're either looking at or currently in. And if you go back historically and look, it is like eerily accurate. It's quite amazing that our soul chooses this kind of stuff. So now let's dive into what your personal year is. So this is your personal year one. This right here is your rebirth. It is your next chapter. It is like you are a phoenix rising from the ashes. In this next 9-year cycle, you're going to experience a total reemergence or rebirth of who you are. And it is quite possible that the glimmers of your next 9-year cycle actually started in your year 7 or year 8. Typically in year 7, we go in and we start really looking at our life and where we're at and where we want to be. And then in our year 8, then we start seeing the beginnings of this, right? Our year 9, which you just got off of, is like a moment for you to go and celebrate the success that you've had. Also, it's a time for you to reflect on what's no longer working and let go and release those things. And so now you're in your year 1. This year is going to be themed around things like new beginnings, fresh starts. It's like a rebranding of who you are. you're going to find things where you feel like you almost want to revamp who you are. You might begin looking at the way you look and maybe refreshing your wardrobe. You might be looking at your life in general and be like, I don't like where I'm at right now, and I need to start something new. You might even begin a new career or a new position in the job that you've had. This is a year where you really step up and become like the leader of your destiny. And it's a really powerful year. Now, in a year one, like I said, you're going to have themes of new beginnings. You're going to have themes of you stepping up and really becoming the leader. And what I mean by personal year one, you really kind of like re-emerging as a whole new you, is that this is the beginning of a whole 9-year cycle in numerology, which means the next 9 years is really going to be focused on the seeds you plant right now, the things that you start right now, the ideas that you start like putting into action right now are going to begin to seed and take root over the next 9 years. And so this is a really pivotal point in your life. Many times in a year one, we have like identity shifts where we might completely revamp who we are, how we relate to the world, how we relate to people around us. We might even completely change our career. We might be going one direction and do a complete 180 and start going the other direction. It's very, very possible in your year one, you really start brand new themes in your life. You're also going to find that in year one, you have new opportunities coming your way. Things that you may not have predicted, things that are really sort of synchronistic and like help you with this new idea or this new path that you're trying to go down. You just find that things begin to line up for the thing that really catches your interest. The other thing that's really rewarded in a year one is bold action. This is really a year that's meant to be like a take charge year of who you are and where you want your life to be at the end of this next 9-year cycle. It is a time in which bold action is rewarded. It is no longer time to contemplate. It's no longer time to hem and haw of what if this, what if that. It is really time for you to begin. It's time for you to start. Whether it's a perfect start or a bumpy start, the key is the fresh start is rewarded in this year. So any seeds that you begin to plant will begin to take root towards the end of the year. And they will begin to continue to be watered and cultivated over the next 9 years. Some of the main energies that you're probably going to feel in this year is you're going to feel very independent or want to be independent or to assert your independence in some way. Whether it's becoming a leader in your chosen profession, moving up into management or senior management, or maybe branching off into your own thing and starting your own business. This is really a year where you are called to take charge of every aspect of your life. It's also a year that's really asking you to be courageous. It's asking you to take a chance on yourself, to take a chance on your beautiful idea that you have. It's really a year where you're asked to step into courage, step up into your momentum, and to create true momentum for your new future. It's a year that you are going to be likely very innovative, come up with really cool ideas, new concepts. All of that is really rewarded. The one energy is very like innovative energy. It is the innovator. It's the one that like looks at something and can see how it can be improved. It's the one that it's like the inventor energy, right? It's the beginning. It's where everything starts. And so this is truly a year of innovation. It's a year of new ideas. It's a year to really celebrate and hone you as a person into the person that you want to be and the life that you're really wanting to have. This is a year that you really begin to take charge and boldly move forward into the life that you want to manifest. And the key is it's okay for self-reinvention. Sometimes we're afraid to try something new or to be someone new. And the truth is we're here in this time right now to reinvent ourselves, to be bold, to take aligned action, to really dive into the life that we want without fear. And that is really what this one energy is asking you to do. It's asking you to step forward in a bold kind of way. Really stake your ground that this is your idea, this is your thing, this is how you want your life to be, and just begin doing it. This is a year that we don't ask permission to start, we just start. Now, because it's a year one, there are some sort of like shadow sides of this energy that you really want to be aware of. And the first one is impatience. One energy is very like forward moving. It's like take charge, take action. And sometimes when you're in a year one and things don't move as fast as you feel like they should or that you want them to, sometimes we can become a little impatient. So you really might want to be wary of that impatient energy and just remind yourself that this is a 9-year cycle and that this thing that you're working on is going to begin to take root and really grow over the next 9 years. You have 9 years to make this happen. So know that it doesn't have to happen in the very first year of this 9 years. The second thing that you want to be aware of with the shadow side of the one is that sometimes we can have fear of starting. Fear of what if it doesn't work out? Fear of what if I waste my time? And this fear holds us back from really taking that bold action that we're supposed to take in a year one. The beautiful thing about a year one is it's all about new energy. It's new excitement, it's new energy, it's new ideas. And the key with newness is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Right? The key with starting is you just have to start. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the best. You just have to start. And that is the biggest thing that you want to remember is when you feel that little creep of like that little fear creeping up inside you, remind yourself that this is completely normal because you're entering new territory. You're starting a whole new cycle for yourself. You're starting something new. And it's normal to be fearful a little bit. But don't allow this fear to hold you back. Along with this fear, it's usually a little bit of self-doubt or overthinking, right? And so when you catch yourself overthinking something, trying to analyze all the different angles, it may or may not work out. Remind yourself that this is not really you being strategic. This is you. This is your fear creeping in, okay? And the truth is that we can take anything that's amazing and make it look bad depending on which way we're looking at it. If you have an idea, if you have an exciting thing that really sparks your heart, just move forward with it, because even if it isn't the right start, the perfect start, from this new start will create this new flow of energy that will then realign you throughout the next 9 years. So know that your fresh beginnings, whether it's the perfect fresh start or not, it is the right fresh start. So just start. And just remember that in this year, you don't have to feel that you have to complete it all. I think I mentioned that a moment ago. This is not a year where we make it happen right now all the way until we're super successful. It is a year where we begin to be courageous enough to start something new, where we begin to say, hey, it's time to rebrand, it's time to try this new thing. It is time to redirect my life in this new way that really excites me. And know that it's not going to happen all in this year, but it is the beginning of it. So what should you really be focusing on in your year one? Focus on starting the things that have really kind of caught your eye. Those things that every time you talk about it, you think about it, you read about it, you learn about it, you're super excited. This is a time to really dive into those things that really pique your interest, because believe it or not, those are whispers of your soul leading you down the path that your soul wants you to go. And this is a year for you to just start those new things and move forward in a very bold action. And remember to say yes to very aligned opportunities. This is a year where you might have opportunities kind of like pop out of nowhere, and they're there to help you align to your path. So if they feel exciting, they feel like they're aligned to what you want, don't overanalyze it, just say yes. It's also a year that sometimes we're building on our confidence, especially if we're starting something very new from what we've done in the past. And so if our life is really evolving into something totally different, it's okay to not feel as confident as you have in the past with other things. That's part of starting something new, is that you may not be super confident with it. That confidence builds over this 9-year cycle. The key is in your year one, it's really about starting momentum. It's about starting something and creating some momentum for your future. It's about taking those small but steady steps towards the life that you really want. Okay? The future that you see in your dreams. This is the beginning of that next 9 years. It's going to help you bring yourself to those dreams. So just some quick reminders for your personal year. Start before you're ready. Start the new thing before you feel 100% ready, because the truth is you're never going to feel ready, right? Ready doesn't start to begin until we've already been doing it. We never feel like we're good enough for something until we've been doing it for a while. So the trick with this is start before you feel ready. The second reminder I want you to have is that if it's a dream in your heart that you really, really want, you don't need permission to start. You don't need advice from other people. You don't need permission to start from anyone. The key is that you hold the key to your next 9-year cycle. It is within you. And so just begin. And remember that your new timeline, your new life, your dream life starts the moment you choose it and you begin moving boldly towards it. I hope you loved this video about your personal year 1. Again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I also have right here all the other personal years. So if you want to look at one of your loved ones or share this with a friend, make sure you click right here and send them their personal year. In addition to that, just as a quick reminder, I have created a personal year planner for all of the 9-year cycles, and it is really to help guide you and align you to the life that you are beginning to move into. And if you want more guidance on that personal year 1 that you're having, and you want to really take full advantage of this personal year 1 energy, make sure you go down to the description and click on the link that brings you to your personal year planner. It is a 60-page, 12-month planner that's going to allow you to really take full advantage of this fresh start. In addition to that, I have opened up my calendar for personal 101 readings, where I combine your numerology and Akashic Records messages from your higher self in a 45-minute personalized reading that is recorded. So if you are interested in having one of those readings, make sure you go down to the description box, and make sure you click on that link to set up your own personal reading. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.